Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2016 movie, The Witch. The movie is written and directed by Robert Eggers, which is his first movie that he ever directed. This movie follows a family, back in the Pilgrim times of, in Plymouth. They leave, their colony. They get kicked out of their colony because of the religious beliefs and stuff, and they go live in this little area outside these woods, and stuff starts happening and everything. They're being terrorized by different things, or different things are happening, and their baby gets kidnapped, and we see that it's a witch that's taken the baby, and there's other things that happen, but this was a really good movie. I had actually been avoiding this movie because I had heard that it was really bad. I know a lot of people have told me they didn't like this one and everything, but I've also heard a lot of really good things about it too. It's just like one of those movies that's, I guess, got people divided, but I personally really enjoyed it. I thought that it was a lot of fun. Well, not really fun, but you know what I mean. Because it's got a lot of disturbing stuff, but it's entertaining and everything. But the cast in here mostly are people that I have never seen before or heard of. Anya Taylor-Joy plays Thomasin, who's the daughter, and she's the one that's getting blamed for all these bad events happening. That her parents think that she's a witch and everything. She gets blamed throughout the whole movie for everything that happens because she was the one with the baby when the baby got taken away and went missing, and then the other son that ends up dying, she was with him when it happened, and everything. And just a bunch of crazy stuff happens in this movie, and she gets blamed for most of it. Ralph Ineson plays William, who is her father. He does a pretty good job. He's pretty good in this movie. We've seen him in some other things like Game of Thrones and Harry Potter. Yeah, I think he was in one of the Star Wars movies. Yeah, but he's pretty good in this. And Kate Dickie, who's also in Game of Thrones, plays Catherine. And she was really good too in here. All the performances are really good. The rest of the cast, the kids and stuff, I don't really recognize any of them from anything, but they were all good in here too. But Kate Dickie especially, in the scene when their son dies, which is, I guess, their second born, that scene was really emotional, and she was really good in that performance. I think the cinematography in this is absolutely beautiful and stunning. Some of the best cinematography I've seen in a movie in a long time. And I also like that how he uses the light. It's from the daytime and stuff. They didn't use any lighting effects. They just, when they're in the house and stuff, they use the candles and stuff like that. I thought that was really cool. And I think he did that in the lighthouse too. He only had light, the candles and stuff in the lighthouse as well, but I'm not for sure on that. But I love that about it. And he's a really good director, though. I think Robert Eggers is a really good writer and director and everything. This movie, like The Lighthouse, is a slow burn. It's probably not one that I'd want to rewatch very often, but I don't mind rewatching it every once in a while. I'll eventually end up buying it. I had it checked out from the library, but it was a lot better than I expected, because I had heard so much bad about it and everything. And I think it was a really good movie. I really kind of regret not going to see it, because I almost went to see it in the theater and everything. I really regret it and everything. I can't wait to see what Robert Eggers does next and everything. I hope it doesn't take as long and everything for him to make something new, but I'm really excited for whatever he does after now that he's done this one in The Lighthouse and everything. I think that this is a really good movie, and he's definitely a director that I want to keep my eye out on for when he makes new stuff, because he's one that I'd like to follow. and everything. But yeah, this was just a really good movie. There is some brutal violence in here, not too bad, but there's not a lot of violence. But when they do have it, it is pretty brutal. Especially one of the scenes towards the end when she has to kill her mom and everything. That was really brutal and everything. But Anya Taylor-Joy's performance in this movie was really great too, and everything. I liked the ending and stuff too. It had that dark ending, but and everything. And it kind of reminded me of Hereditary's ending, the way that ended and everything. But so I'd give The Witch an 8 out of 10. It's a really good movie. It is a slow burner, so it's not one that I find rewatchable, like that I want to rewatch very often. But I do like it enough that I will give it another watch eventually. But let me know in the comments what you think of The Witch. Do you think it's really good or really bad? Because I've heard both from different people. I think a lot of the people that I've heard that said they didn't like it aren't really horror buffs or anything. They're not like really big horror movie fans. So that might be why they didn't like it. They're just general moviegoers. I don't know. But I'm curious to see what you think of it and everything. So let me know in the comments what you think of this movie. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.
This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend.
That's enough, guys.
Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that doesn't end.
How do I turn you on?